Coming up on Sky Sports News, Roy Keane spanks a monkey. Sam Parkin tells us about his double hat-trick in the Champions League final. And Cristiano Ronaldo punches Lionel Messi for being better than him. But first, we have exclusive footage of Shaun Singleton's first Real Bastardos press conference. Coming up right now.
Ivana Tinkle, Football Focus.
Hi Ivana.
You recently became the manager of newly formed Real Bastardos. Are you pleased to be part of the setup here?
Yes, I'm very pleased to be part of this setup. It's a team that I put together myself, a good mixture of young and old, and I really think we can go places this season.
Steve Peterson, Sport Weekly. How is your relationship with your players?
Well, I've known all the lads for quite a while. I've been playing football with them quite regularly, on a regular basis on a Friday night. And I feel like, you know, we've got a good group of players. Like I said earlier in the last question, a mixture of young and old. Some of them got a little bit of an attitude problem and moody little buggers at times, but you know, we'll have to find a way through that and push on.
Greg Flumpkin, Sky Sports.
Hi Greg.
Do you think there are any players that could cause problems for the team's harmony?
Well, the lads, you know, they're all got their own sort of attitudes and sort of temperaments, sort of thing. A couple of the guys have had clashes with each other in the past when we've played on a Friday night. And they are a little bit sort of fiery towards each other, but that's because they're both competitors, you know. They're both, you know, they've both got the will to win. We have got one guy who hasn't committed himself to the first fixture yet, and we're working on that. He's just like a love-struck puppy dog at the moment, and we're just waiting for him to come round and start seeing the light as far as the Bastardos goes.
Blossom, Football Extra. I hear you are going to be a player manager. Do you think this is a wise choice at 43 years old?
No, that's a very, very good question, Sarah, and time will tell, only time will tell the answer to that one. I am struggling with a good few injuries and ailments, and my age is not on my side. But a couple of the other lads are in a similar position to me, so maybe we'll all be vying for that 6th place.
David Dingle, Cricket AM. You've taken charge towards the end of the season and are on 0 points. Do you think you could contend a late table surge?
Well, as it stands, no. I think we're too far into the season to actually make any significant impact. But let's just call this let's just call this building blocks. Let's call this a step in the right direction. Let's call this a learning curve. Let's call this the beginning of something beautiful. Yes.
Dave James, Goal Magazine. You have a squad of 8 players. Will you be looking to add a 9th? And how will you manage substitutions?
Well, at the moment, as it stands, how many we've got? How many did you say we've got?
8.
8 players, yeah. As it stands, 8 players, I think, to give everyone a fair crack of the whip, is a good number. As I've said before, one of the players hasn't committed totally to the team, and that is very dependent on him, really, whether we do get more players in. But as it stands, no plans at the moment to bring anyone in.
James Jade, Football Mundial. Your first fixture is approaching quickly against bottom of the league Westbourne Warriors. You recently described them as the league's whipping boys. Are you looking for an easy win?
Well, to put it lightly, yes. What I've seen of Westbourne Warriors, and I've watched them on a couple of occasions, not impressed at all. And I know they've made a couple of signings in the last couple of weeks of players of the likes of Lawrence Gilson and others. But really, we should mash them, man. We should pound them into the dirt, man. We got to give them a hiding, man. Yes.
Professor Greg, the science of sport. Do you think overconfidence could be an issue against a weaker opponent?
Well, sometimes it could, but in the case of Westbourne Warriors, like I said, I've seen them a couple of times, and they are shit. They really are shit. So, 3 easy points. If anything less, and I might walk out of the first game, to be honest. I know this is my baby. I know this is my creation. I know I've put this team together, and I expect 100% commitment, and I definitely expect 3 points when it comes to next Monday's fixture against Westbourne.
Thank you.
Mario, score. Danny Singleton will see his first game against his old club. How is he handling the occasion?
Oh, Danny being Danny, he is well up for this. I know there's been some, already been some sort of rumbles from Westbourne's camp, sort of as to the fact that they're going to give him grief and they're going to give him abuse and they're going to try and put him off. But when I started Real Bastardos up, it all hinged on getting a good goalkeeper. And there was only one goalkeeper that I would really, really want in my side. And we managed to get him, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy to have Danny on board. And as for Westbourne, I think he can handle all the abuse that they've got to send his way. So.
Thank you.
Hello, Egbert Douchebag from Lazio. Are you going to be focusing more so on the cup game to come, or establishing a respectable league position?
Well, neither as important as either one, really. If that actually was English, we need to kickstart the remainder of the season and kickstart strong, and let everybody know that we mean business. A cup run is a good, is always a good thing. But as it stands, we've joined the league a bit too late to expect any success for this season, and we'll take that on from there and look to push on next season, really. Alright, that's it. I'd like to bring this press conference to a close because I've run out of some comfort. So there's no more questions, and I'll see you all next Monday for the game against Westbourne Warriors.